Well, hello, this is Kimberly Brock, and for over 20 years, I've been running my own businesses that have not only been profitable, but personally fulfilling to me. So now I'm on a mission to help other new business owners just like you make money doing what you love too. Now we're going to have some fun, so let's get started. Well, hello, this is Kimberly. It's episode 290, and I am so glad that you're here today. We're talking about 3 reasons why people are not buying your stuff and how you can stop being offended by that and not take it personally. I'm going to share with you these 3 things. This is going to help you so much. It's going to totally help you, I promise, because we've all had it when people didn't buy our stuff, right? So if you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad that you found this podcast. I have no doubt it's going to help you along your business journey. Whether you're in the idea stage, starting or growing, or maybe you're even starting a podcast along with your business, then you are in the right place. And I'm so glad you're here. What you need to do right now, if you're new, is to scroll down in the show notes. Okay. And if you scroll down right now, like if you're an Apple Podcast, you'll see down below the episode, I have some links to some freebies for you that are going to help you no matter what stage you're in your journey, whether it's for your business or your podcast. Okay. So I have some tools for starting your business, starting your podcast, all that good stuff. And even if you're trying to figure out your best business idea. So go through those, grab what you need. I even have a spreadsheet of all the tools and software that I use that I think will be super helpful for you. And I do have a Facebook group called Women Starting Businesses Doing What We Love. We have some fun posts each week. So I'd love to have you in there and get to know you better and hear about your business. So make sure you click the link to get in the group as well. And if you've been listening well, thank you so much to all my loyal listeners. You are wonderful and kind and just grateful humans. And I'm so honored to know you. Thank you so much for all the kind words and the messages and the emails. I appreciate it so much. And if you have been listening a while to this podcast and you find value in it, would you be so kind to leave a review? Y'all, that would mean the world to me. Like if you're in Apple Podcasts or Spotify, all you have to do is hit the 5-star rating. And then if you have 30 seconds to write a written review and just share what this podcast has meant to you or how it's helped you, or maybe you liked a certain episode, whatever it is, I would love to hear it because after all, I record these alone like I am right now, looking out the window. My dog's in the room and I don't really get feedback. And so what I would love to hear is what maybe a certain episode meant to you. And it just brightens my day. And I can't help but think that it tells Apple and Spotify and all the players out there that this is a valuable podcast. So that's it. Thank you so much. Okay, on to the episode. Well, hello, friends. How are you? How is everything going with your business? Tell me. I need to know the scoop. Y'all, I get so excited about this because I'm just so proud of you and so in awe of you that you are taking steps to build your dream. So many people never pursue their dream. They just talk about it. They just smack talk. And they say they want to start a business or they say they want to do this or that. They even think about it at night when they're laying in bed, going up to sleep. And they're like, I wish I could just make money doing what I love. I know how I could help people. I just need to get it together and do it. So I'm so proud of you. You're here. But we're talking about something kind of serious today, even though I'm kind of giggling. But it's that moment when people see your stuff, either online or in person, and they don't buy. And that feeling that you get, like you're almost offended. You're like, why are they not buying? Like, my stuff is cute. Like, we know it's good or it's yummy, whatever it is that you offer. Maybe you offer some kind of food item or you have some kind of product, or maybe even offer a service like me, coaching, consulting, copywriting, interior design, something. And you tell people about your business and they don't buy. And it's so frustrating. Don't y'all agree? Like, it feels personal. Right? Because all of us have turned a passion, or we are looking to turn a passion into a business. And so we take pride in what we are doing, right? Don't you take pride in what you've created? And so when someone doesn't like it or they don't buy, you're just like, why? This is obviously good, right? It's like someone calling your baby ugly. No one ever wants that. No one wants an ugly baby, right? And that's what feels like. My husband always uses that analogy, so I always think of it. But it is true, right? And our businesses are like our baby too. We put all of this extra time and energy and money
into this business, even if it's just something you have on the side, it's still something that is based on maybe something you're creating from your heart, whether you're a maker, whether you offer some kind of service. But the fact is, not everyone's going to buy. And that's kind of a hard thing when you start a business. You're like, why aren't people buying? Like, I know people that have Etsy stores and they're like, I see that there's all these views. Why aren't they buying? And, maybe you have a booth at a show and someone comes by and they touch it and they feel it, but they still don't buy. Today, we're going to talk about 3 reasons why they're not buying so that you can sleep better at night and you can not be offended. You can walk around with a smile on your face knowing you still have an amazing product or service. Like you have something amazing, but there's some real reasons why people aren't buying. So let's talk about these today so that you can have a great day. You cannot be offended anymore and you will not take it personally and you will be on a pursuit to find your right people, right? Who actually love your stuff. So let's talk about it. So the first reason why people don't buy, so maybe again, you have a booth, maybe you have an online store, maybe you offer a product or service and you told someone about it. Number one, it could be because it's not actually for them. Like they don't need it. Like, let's just say I made some kind of diapers or a diaper bag and I got offended that some woman did not buy it. When little did I know, she doesn't have a baby. She doesn't need diapers or a diaper bag. She is not in the market for that. Y'all, this is the most obvious one. You should be able to discern whether people, if you're in person, you can probably discern whether they actually need it or not. Like if it's a woman's shoes and it's a man walking by, he's like, those are cool shoes, but I'm not a woman. I don't need those. Don't be offended. Okay. Now we could go into a whole nother tangent where you could still talk to them about it because maybe they have a woman in their life, but we're not going to do that. We're just talking about the obvious, the obvious. So before you get offended again, when people see your stuff or hear you talk about it, realize that it may not be for them. Like they literally just don't need it. But what I will say is this, even if you have people look at your stuff who don't need it and they don't buy, they could be a great referrer. So don't you ever be rude to them. Don't you ever be mad or act offended that they didn't buy because you have to realize they don't need it. It's not for them. You smile and be nice because you don't know that when they walk away later, someone in their life could mention that they need something like what you have, and then they will think of you. So all is not lost, my friends. All is not lost because someone doesn't buy your stuff. They could be a good referrer. They may remember you later, all that good stuff. So today, no more being offended. I mean, I think about it when I shop. Like I was at a show recently and there was a booth with all kinds of clothes. And I was like, I'm going to go look at these clothes. And they were women's clothes. Well, little did I know when I got on there, they were like these really, really Western style. And it just wasn't really my style at all. I don't buy Western stuff, but it definitely had a following. So there was people in there going nuts over the stuff, right? Oh, it was at the Houston Rodeo. That's where it was. But I love to shop, so I'm going to go in every booth. Now, can you imagine? Here's me having a great time walking through the booth, looking at the clothes, even though they're not for me. I was just kind of having fun. Imagine that someone was mad or rude or offended or sad after I left, going, my stuff is terrible. She didn't buy. Can you imagine that just for a minute? That person wasted their energy on me coming in to enjoy their booth, even though I'm not the right client, and wasting their energy worrying about it. Or worse, not being happy that I didn't buy and having a bad day thinking their stuff stinks. Y'all, this is wasted energy. I mean, this is obvious to you, right? This is to me the most obvious one. Like it's not for everyone. So don't be offended and don't let it ruin your day. Because I'm telling you, when you find the right person who loves Western wear, who wanted to get something at the rodeo, that was wanting to see all this stuff, they would happily pull out their credit card because your stuff is for them. Right? Okay. So this is number one. This should be obvious. This should come naturally to you that you realize that your stuff is not for everyone and to not be offended and to let people enjoy your stuff, whether they see it online or in person or you tell them about it, you realize that it's not for everyone. And that's okay because you're on the hunt to talk to the right people and to have the right people come in your booth or see your stuff or talk to you, right? So that's number one. It's literally not for them. Number two, maybe it's for them, but it's just not something that they want to pay money for. Like they just would not spend money on that. For example, I went into a new store in my area. There's a street called Market Street here in my town in the Woodlands, and it has some really nice shops. Okay. Like a Louis Vuitton store, all that. Okay. Kate Spade, all that. And it has a store that I had never been in, is a Golden Goose. Have y'all heard of the Golden Goose? The shoes? They look kind of like worn. They're really cute. They have stars on them. Super cute. I had to go in the store. I was like, I have to see this stuff. I've heard about it, but I would never buy $600 Golden Gooses. Okay. Now other people will. People I know will. And that's okay. I just don't need to. I'm like, I have my little probably $80 shoes or whatever they are, my little tennis shoes, and they were so cute and I love them. I just don't feel the need. Even if they talk to me for 20 minutes about the shoes, I'm just not going to buy them. They're not for me. They're cute. I actually think they're super cute. And I am a person that might buy something that expensive if I really wanted to. Like, some type of clothing item like that. I actually might. But I just wasn't going to do it for those shoes. So, I'm still not the right person. So this kind of ties in to number one, but it's different because I am actually a kind of person that might splurge on something, right? Some people don't splurge that much, but I might. But I'm not going to do it. I went in there for fun. So imagine if they were totally offended and they're like, we're not going to be able to sell this because nobody wants this. And it's not true. There was plenty of people in there that were buying the shoes and they loved them. Okay. But I'm still not the target audience because that's a niche. That's a niche of $600 tennis shoes. Okay. Or more. They might have been 800. I don't even remember, but I was just like, I couldn't do it. Like, no way. They're cute. I could not do it. Right. So I'm still not the perfect person. I'm closer than the rodeo because I actually really like the shoes. I just wasn't prepared. So again, the store should never be offended. They have their clientele and they probably work on a system where they don't have to get that many sales every day. They don't rely on tons of people coming in and buying like a McDonald's. A McDonald's relies on 1 million people coming in every day to make their margins. But the $600 shoe store just needs however many they need. I have no idea how many they need to stay profitable. I don't know. But I wouldn't imagine that it has to be necessarily that many, right? So maybe kind of a right person, but just still not it. We're getting closer, but still not it, right? And so that would be something to consider when you have people come in your booth. Maybe you have a luxury item. It's not for everyone. So don't be offended. You are now narrowing down to your niche, right? To find those perfect people that actually value that. Okay. So let's repeat. And then we're going to go to number 3. Number 1 was it's literally not for them. Like if you're selling women's shoes to a man. Number 2, it could be for them, but they still just aren't going to do it. Like it would take a whole bunch to get them to buy, right? So those are 2 reasons why people don't buy and to not be offended. Okay. The third reason why they may not buy is because they were actually a perfect client or a person, but they just didn't get all of the information they needed to make the purchase. This one's the tough one, y'all. This one, the onus is on you to make sure when you start talking to people and you can tell that they are actually close to wanting to buy and they're excited about it and they're touching it, they're feeling it, you can tell, but they've been left hanging. Like maybe you didn't let them know about some valuable piece of it on how it could better their lives, how it could change their lives, how it tastes so good, how it received an award, how it's your best selling item, how it's gluten free, how it doesn't have any fake dyes, how it's handmade in Texas, how it's a women owned business. You didn't push them over the hump. And I think a lot of times nowadays, we all kind of need that little thing that pushes us over. Now, I don't think there's anything the shoe store could have done to get me to buy, as an example number two. But it could be that if I go into, let's say, an athleisure store, I love Lululemon, I love Athleta. And if I was in there and I was like, okay, wait, this top is really cute, but I'm like, it's $85. Do I really want this? And I just put it back. But I'm like, I'm the person. I'm the person that would buy that. But if they had told me, oh, yeah, this is our organic fabric, this is the softest thing you've ever felt. You have to feel this. It's buttery. And you know what? This is our best selling item online. And this color has been the hit this year. This is, I've seen, for example, yellow is in right now. And this yellow, I'm telling you, it's the hit of the season. It's flying off the shelf. This is our best, blah, blah, blah. If they started telling me that, and then they said, oh, the fit, you won't even believe. So see these elastic straps? What I love about these is they don't cut in. Like if the salesperson started telling me this stuff, I'd be like, okay. And then if they said, and we have 60-day warranty or you can return it. If you try it on and you don't want it, you don't like it, it is not doing what I'm telling you, then you can always return it. Y'all, it would push me over the edge and I would buy. In fact, I went to go get tennis shoes at Fleet Feet, some walking shoes, and I got a Karhu, Karhu, and it was founded in Finland, I believe. I'll have to go back and read all the stuff on it. They were used in the Olympics for runners and stuff, and they were founded in like 1916. So she kind of told me the story, and I was like, wait, this is kind of interesting. And then she was telling me that for any reason, if I, needed to return them in 30 days, exchange, whatever, she'll give her money back. We can get a different shoe. And I was like, done. I'm buying it. So imagine if I hadn't had that salesperson around and I was just kind of randomly trying on shoes. And I'm like, what is this brand? Are these even cute? What are these? Are these going to last? And I walked off. The onus is on you, many of you are the salespeople for your business, right? And we don't like to think of ourselves as salespeople, but what we really need to do is be forthcoming about the value of what we're offering. And we have to say, this is how it's going to help you. This is what I offer, a guarantee. This is my top selling item. This is so much fun. I mean, when I had my online boutiques and I would talk about my bags or the cutting boards, I had these cutting boards that I sold for years and years, hands down, solid gift, no regrets every time, whether you're giving a wedding gift, anniversary gift, Mother's Day, Father's Day, these thick cutting boards that were engraved. And I could talk about them. I'm like, y'all, these are the best. And they were of our best selling items. And I'm like, these are amazing. You literally cannot go wrong with this. We do have a warranty on them, but they are beautiful. The carving that's engraved is like deep. It's not just like a laser engraved. Like I would tell this stuff and I'm like, they wash well. Just need to put oil on them. I gave them the information they needed to be able to make that decision and push them over the hump to buy, right? So if you're a service provider, you're someone like me, what is it that you can share? You can share that you have a warranty. You can share that it's helped hundreds of people. You can share that it's super simple and streamlined and will clear everything up and you get a printable guide with it and it'll keep you on track. You can watch it 24/7 if it's a course. You can get help anytime. Like all of these things added up, which you hear me talk about when I talk about my programs, is because we need to get people over the hump, right? And we could all probably do a better job of it. We never want to be an icky salesperson. We never want to be a weirdo. But the onus is on us when you have someone that is your right client or customer, and you can tell because they're excited about it. You can tell they're just right there on the edge. The onus is on you. But still, you should never be offended if they don't buy because maybe they decided for some reason it wasn't right for them. Maybe they didn't have enough information from you. Maybe they didn't know everything that they needed to know. The onus is on you. Your website needs to have it all laid out. you need to be talking about it and sharing it. So don't be offended. It's not them snubbing you. It's maybe, I'm just saying maybe, you not sharing everything and being forthcoming with all the valuable things about what you offer. The story behind it, the guarantee, the features, the quality, what went into it. Make sure you do that. Okay, the onus is on you. Don't be offended if they don't buy. They simply didn't have all the information. Okay? So please, now, when you're out and about, when you're in the wild, out there talking about your business, or someone finds your business through Instagram or Google, or maybe even ChatGPT now, who knows? However they find you, make sure that you are sharing the value of what you offer so they can make an informed decision. Because it's going to be one of three reasons, most likely, that they don't buy. Number one, it's literally not for them. Number two, it could be for them, but it would take a lot to get them to buy. And number three, that maybe they didn't have all the information that they needed. And the onus would be on you. Okay? So don't be offended. Just say, how can I make it better? How can I help people make the decision that they already want to make? How can I make them feel good about that decision? So no more getting offended, okay? Promise? Promise me. Okay. Y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for being here. And if you do need help with your business today, whether you're in the idea stage, whether you're starting, maybe you want to start a podcast too, please reach out to me. I can do a quick clarity call with you and just kind of figure out where you're at and what your next step should be, what you need to work on. I offer one-on-one coaching, which can be life-changing for you. And I know that sounds dramatic, but it actually can, because sometimes when you hear someone else say, yes, you're doing the right things, try this, 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 or you could say, you know what, maybe consider this alternative plan, focus on this. It can help you sleep better at night because you can be like, yes, I'm doing the right things. I know what I'm doing. I've got confirmation. Let's go. I want to do this. So I offer one-on-one coaching. And then you'll know I have self-paced courses and stuff that you can work on anytime. If you got a full-time job, kids, you're homeschooling, all that. You don't have time to be meeting with people, but you may have time late at night to be working on a course and be mapping out your business. So I've got a course called the Just Getting Started Bootcamp that can help you get your business started. I have a course for starting your podcast. It's called Passion to Podcast. And then I also have Grow Getters, which is my whole program to help you get your business off the ground and growing in the most simple and authentic way possible so you can start actually living your dream. So that's it. Y'all reach out if you need anything. I'd love to help you. I'm so honored to be a part of your journey, and I'm so happy you're here. So that's it. Y'all have a great day. Until next time, bye now.
Now, this episode may be over, but our relationship does not have to end here. Head on over to KimberlyBrock.com. And yes, you can get more valuable information for your journey. And you know what? You don't need to go through this alone. I would love to help you. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye.